Welcome to my fish room.
You want me to film it?
Yeah, we do storyteller videos.
Okay. Should I start now?
Well, is the red thing on? I pressed it.
You're recording already?
Yeah, we're already recording.
Okay. Tell me
Okay.
the story.
So, driving along the other day, cleaning fish tanks, everything's good. I get a phone call. Hello, this is Officer so-and-so, Toronto Police. We're in your driveway. May we speak to Carl Hayden? I say, speaking. And they say, we got a report that there's a body inside. And I says, stupid telemarketer. And she says, what? I said, yeah, about 20 minutes ago I get a call from a telemarketer. Hello, may we speak to the owner of the business? And I said, no, he's dead. I'm here cleaning up the body. What? Are you serious? Yes. Like, I'm here. The body, there's blood everywhere. Well, is there anybody else we can talk to? And I said, well, his wife's the one that killed him and she runs the business with him, so she's in jail. So there's not much point in talking to her. And they said, seriously? Like, we've never had a call like this before. And I said, oh man, I get phone calls all the time when I'm cleaning up bodies. Notice they never question why I'm answering the phone. So basically, the Montreal telemarketer called the Toronto police to report that there was a horrendous murder. Apparently the wife came home and Carl was sleeping with his secretary and she just went crazy and chopped him up into little pieces. Now, of course, nothing was mentioned about the secretary. You know, like, these people don't seem to grasp the inconsistencies of the story, but I have told so many people that Carl's been bludgeoned to death by his son because, well, the boy was moody. I've told him that the previous girlfriend, the Spanish one, cut him up with a machete because I was going for authenticity. This one, I just said, no, you can speak. You can speak.
I know, I'm speaking.
Yeah. No, it looked like you were trying to be quiet. And it's like, no, you don't have to be quiet. These are storyteller videos. Like the previous lady that was here.
Yeah.
Oh, people loved her because she would get really animated during the story.
Oh god.
So,
Rose.
Yeah. Like the one comment was, oh man, Rose would be my BFF forever. Isn't that redundant? BFF forever?
Best friend forever.
Forever.
Oh
But
boy.
anyhow, well, we'd like you to come here so we can speak to you. And I says, no, I clean fish tanks. I'm going to the synagogue. I'll get the rabbi to phone you to tell you that Carl Hayden, who is me, is not brutally murdered. Well, is there any bodies in there? I said, no. My girlfriend's on the other line, my boy's at work. So, but
They actually called, eh? That's
they actually
hilarious.
called, and the Toronto police actually believe. Now, I said the wife is in jail. Wouldn't that indicate police?
Yeah.
They never question why the guy who's there to clean up the body is answering the phone. I said the wife...
His cell phone to top it off.
Yeah. I said the wife killed him.
And he's in jail.
But I'm a guy. And they thought, like...
That you were the one killing him?
Yeah. So, like, the inconsistencies of the story never seem to catch on to them.
No.
But, oh yeah. Do you remember that 3-star U.S. general?
Okay.
Remember the picture?
Oh, yeah. On Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started sending me messages.
Does he love you?
He doesn't love me yet, but he's okay with the fact that I have 7 children, and I'm 32 years old.
No.
And he asked to see pictures.
Of who? The 7 kids or you?
Of me. So I waited about 3 hours, and then I sent him a message. Did you like my pictures? And he says, oh yes, very much, dear. I would love to see more of you. I didn't send him any pictures. I was trying to figure out how to download really creepy, ugly pictures from the internet, but I couldn't figure out how to do it without all the other stuff showing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go over to the neighbor lady and say, can I take your picture to send to some guy?
Does he? But he knows you're a boy, right?
I told him I'm a fish guy, and my name is Hezekiah. Well, I always wanted Hezekiah. My Aaron's mother, she wouldn't let me name him Hezekiah.
Hezekiah?
Hezekiah.
That's the most random name I've ever heard.
No, Uncle Hezekiah featured prominently in my dad's stories.
You had an Uncle
all the stories were like, yeah, you know, he was out at the cabin and he had to wash the floor and it froze and Grandma came in and down in her butt. Hezekiah, I don't think they do it much for bachelor parties anymore, but you ever got really drunk and then woke up someplace you didn't know where you were?
No, however, other people have told me such things.
Yeah, well, Uncle Hezekiah was a ringleader in a thing where the guy woke up on a raft floating down the river.
No.
Yes.
That would actually be pretty cool. Mind you, I floated down a river really drunk, and that was really fun, so.
Yeah, well, I've been in a lot of rivers.
But I don't know if waking up on a raft in a river would be my idea of excitement.
Well, at least they left the guy's pants on.
Could be worse.
Yeah, you know.
And they did give him a raft, they just didn't put him in the water.
Yeah, well, you know, but waking up not knowing exactly where you were, and then of course you got to go to the road and flag somebody down, because there's no cell phones. It's not like you reach into your pocket and go, yeah, go pick me up. Yeah, GPS says I'm right here, you know. But, no, I wanted to call the boy Hezekiah, and that would have been so cool. Aaron actually would have been okay with it.
He likes the name Hezekiah?
Yeah. Well, they're both biblical. Aaron, Hezekiah, both feature prominently in the Bible too. So we kind of go with the same thing, but we could have called them Zeke. Could have been Ezra.
I like
No,
Zeke,
probably would have been Zeke.
but it would have been Ezekiel.
No, but Hezekiah could be Zeke too.
And I guess this is the truth.
Yeah. So, but no, see, when he told me he was a 3-star general at the U.S. Army, and then his next message was he's a 3-star general at the U.S. Navy. That was another clue that this guy wasn't who he said.
So he's like a full-on catfisher. You're being catfished by a dude.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't even have put a really pretty girl to be catfishing?
I don't know why he thinks I'm a girl.
Do you have a picture of a girl on your Facebook?
Well, it's me and Fritzy, because I don't actually post any pictures on Facebook. You know all those really romantic pictures?
Fishbook?
Facebook. Like, there's a picture there where Fritzy's got one eye kind of open and she's laying down, she takes us a selfie, and my sweetie is so tired I'm making her dinner. Well, that's Fritzy posting that, that's not me.
So he thinks you're Fritzy.
I don't know.
He thinks you're Fritzy.
I said I'm a dude, I'm a fish guy,
That doesn't mean nothing.
and I'm named Hezekiah. I don't think that's a girl's name. And then, but yeah, no, Fritzy's the one that posts all the romantical pictures and everything on Facebook and tells people we're married. I get a phone call, Carl, did you get married? And I'm like, no, because Fritzy just likes saying things she hopes will come true. Aaron does that too. So, anyhow, that's the story for today. So press the red button.